Welcome to the Mediocre Chef. Why mediocre? Because I am okay at cooking. I'm not the best, but I love it. And I want to encourage people to do what they love, even if they're not great, even if you suck at it. Just do it because it brings you joy. I think we have to get some greater purpose out of everything that we do in life, and I say, screw that. If it brings you joy, that's enough. And I love cooking. And I'm glad that I keep doing it because I do think I'm getting better. One of the reasons I'm mediocre is because I'm also a bit of a health fanatic. And so if a recipe calls for 4 tablespoons of butter, I'm only going to put 1 tablespoon in. If it calls for a cup of sugar, I might substitute honey, or I might only put half a cup of sugar in. And that has resulted in some not so great chocolate chip cookies in the past. So I'm learning. Anyway, this is the Mediocre Chef, and today we are cooking falafel from scratch. Falafel, they are, well, you'll see when I'm done, but they are patties made from chickpeas, and it's a common Middle Eastern dish. And so I've got some Jewish and Greek heritage in my blood, so I love cooking all kinds of Mediterranean and Middle Eastern type foods. So I am using a recipe today from Tori Avey, toriavey.com, and let's get started. Come a little closer. You are going to start with dry chickpeas. These probably don't look dry. That's because they've been soaking in water. So you're going to start with 1 pound of dry chickpeas, and 1 pound is also 2 cups dry. So if you went to the store and got them in bulk like I did and you don't have any freaking clue how much they are, it's 2 cups of dried beans. And then you put them in a bowl and fill it with water and let it sit overnight in the fridge for at least 12 hours with half a teaspoon of baking soda mixed into the water. So these have already been soaking. You can do a little bit more than 12 hours. I probably did about 15. So after they soak, you want to drain all the water out, and here we are. Now you're all caught up. Now I'm going to add in a roughly diced onion. And we've got about, I don't know, I didn't measure. It said 1/4 cup chopped parsley. I just snipped some from my garden. Whatever we got, that's what we got. This is about 5 cloves of garlic. And one of the reasons I'm mediocre is because I'm kind of slow. I'm not a quick cook. In fact, if a recipe says it's 30 minutes of prep time, it's probably going to take me an hour. And I don't care because I enjoy the process. I don't care if it takes me a long time. So if you want to do stuff fast, don't watch my video. Okay. And I read through the recipe about 5 times. I don't know, I have slow mental processing, I guess. I have to read 5 times. I need 2 teaspoons of cumin to make sure I got it right. Alright, we're going to add 1.5 tablespoons of flour. If you want to make it gluten-free, you can use chickpea flour. I don't have a problem with the gluten, so we'll just use regular. That's about right. Okay, ¿qué más? 1 3/4 teaspoon of salt. You know, I don't really have a good way to measure this. I don't think the lid comes off, so I'm just gonna sprinkle it and hope for the best. This is also why I'm mediocre, and you know what? I'm just gonna own it. I'm just gonna go with it. I don't have high blood pressure, so I'm not too worried. 2 teaspoons of cumin. Love that stuff. Okay, what's next? 1 teaspoon of ground coriander. Oops, darn it, I just tore my bag. I was getting a little eager. I think I was afraid I was going too slow for you guys, and I tore my bag. That's alright. Don't try to people please. Lesson learned. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. That's probably about right. And a pinch, missed a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne. This stuff's dangerous, folks. Be very gentle. Okay, that's good. A little pinch. Did I miss anything? See, you gotta read through it 5 times. Okay, a pinch of ground cardamom. I don't have ground cardamom, but I have seeds, so I'm just gonna throw in 1 seed and hope that it gets blended up when we get to the next stage. If not, who cares, you know? It's still gonna taste good. If you've never seen a cardamom seed before, it smells so good. Kind of looks like tiny bits of poop. Trying to make my cameraman laugh. Okay, that's pretty much it. So let's see what Tori Avey wants me to do next. I'm just gonna mix all this stuff up. Let me grab a spoon here. Okay, so really, if you have a giant food processor, you could just throw everything in the food processor. You don't have to put it in a bowl and mix it first, but I am working with this teeny tiny Ninja chopper, which I love. This thing's great, but obviously it's not gonna fit all of these ingredients, so I'm gonna have to do it in batches. Alright, that should be good. So I'm gonna just try to what's the best way to do this? Oh, here we go. Maybe the side that's meant to pour. This is why you're watching the Mediocre Chef, folks. Do not feel like you have to strive for perfection, because you will live a long, disappointed life. Okay, so let's see how this works. I've never done this before. I'm just hoping for the best here. Tori says we want a consistency that is like somewhere between a couscous and a paste. You don't want it to be hummus. I think I might need to blend it a little bit more. I don't know if that's really gonna stick together. Well, oh, that's good. I don't know what to do here, folks. Maybe we'll try just a little bit more. This is all about, whoo! Oh, that onion just hit. Whew. Damn. Let's try a little. Alright, we'll go with that. So we are going to do this in batches until we get through all of it. And then what does Tori want us to do next? Then we're going to put it in a bowl, stir a fork through it, and cover it and put it in the fridge for 1 to 2 hours. So once you're done with that, meet me back here for the next part. And we are back. So my chickpea falafel mixture has been sitting in the fridge for about an hour and a half, and I started making some patties with them. So here's the thing. Tori Avey tells us that we should fry the falafel, which is the traditional way to do it. But you know what? I don't believe in frying food in my kitchen because I just cannot bear to put all that oil in the pan. I cannot do it. I have a physical reaction that stops me. So I am baking them against her recommendation. And I found that when I started forming the falafels into little patties, they were falling apart. So she said one thing we could do is try adding 2 eggs to the mix. So that's what I did. I scrambled 2 eggs and I mixed them through, and now you can see it looks like it's turning out pretty well. So let's continue making some patties. I don't know. I'm just kind of picking a size that feels good. And you can see they hold together pretty well, thanks to those eggies. Before that it was kind of a mess. And then she also recommends brushing them with olive oil. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't even own a brush for my hair, let alone for my kitchen. So I might just drizzle a little bit of olive oil on top and hope for the best. Now, I don't usually preheat my oven when they tell me to because, like I told you, I'm a slow cook. So if I do it when they tell me to, the oven's going to sit on for an extra 20 minutes. But when you are ready to preheat your oven, 400 degrees, and they will bake for 20 to 25 minutes. And that's it. So I'm going to leave you guys here for now, and we will pop back in when they're out of the oven. Oh, and I will tell you one thing. Come a little closer. You see this sauce in the bowl there? So while the falafel was refrigerating, I whipped up this lovely tahini recipe from Cookie and Kate. It is a great sauce to eat with the falafel. And it's just lemon juice, garlic, tahini, and salt and cumin. That's it. So I will make sure I post that recipe too, so you have something nice to eat with your falafel. You can also do hummus. You could do tzatziki. Oh my gosh, there's just so many condiments. There's so many options. It's so exciting. I went to the little Greek market this morning and I picked up some Bulgarian feta cheese that I can eat with my falafel. So that will be a nice treat. Alright folks, I'll see you in a little bit. Again, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 20 to 25 minutes in the oven. Unless you want to fry them, but not in my kitchen. I'll see you soon. Alright, well, how did it go? I've got the second batch in the oven. This is the first batch. It went okay, so we had to flip them halfway through, and when I flipped them, a lot of the bottom stuck. And I already ate those little pieces off the bottom, so they look a lot nicer now than they did about 5 minutes ago. So I wanted to show you what they looked like coming out of the oven, but my cameraman said he's ready to have a taste. So, why don't we dig in, huh? Shall we try one?
Yes.
All right.
Please.
Here, why don't I record you trying the falafel?
All right. Let me see.
Here we go, and then don't forget to dip it in the sauce.
Deep in here. Oh wow, really bad. Don't do that recipe, please.
Shut up.
No, it's very good. It's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Describe the flavor for us.
I don't know. Like, things like a falafel.
Have you had?
Like a real falafel.
You've had real falafel before?
I don't know. It's like real falafel. But I ate something called falafel before. Not fast food.
Oh.
Not restaurant, fast food, because it's like a chain. Well, I approve.
Good?
Approve.
Yeah, you approve of it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So there you go, folks. Here we got some mediocre falafel from the Mediocre Chef. If you want to learn how to make really good falafel, don't listen to me. But you want to have mediocre falafel. How would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
8.5.
What was that?
8.5.
8.5? Damn, that's better
Okay.
than mediocre. Shit, I might need to
If you
change
fry
the
it,
name.
I can give you a 10.
Well, you know that's not happening. Alright, thanks for watching. Say adios.
Adios.